Okay, good evening. I'm in the middle of catching up on some hockey, but I thought I'd take a quick time out to share an idea that I have for storing Paradise cards. I have made a similar video in the past, but I've actually simplified the process. I don't use scissors anymore. And one thing that I do use is these here post-it notes. And basically what I do is I take one and I just fold it in half like this, and then I put the cards on it. And so what you end up getting looks like this, and compared to laying out the cards individually on a piece of paper, they're just a lot easier to move around, I find. And then I use a paper clip actually to store all those little sheets of paper together to keep the teams together. So, and then I figure, and I've not actually played, I've not done this to play a game yet with these Paradise cards. This is the 62-63 WHL set from yesterday. I have since cut them all out and arranged them like this. I'm not sure if these lineups are as played or anything like that. I basically just tried to put the best players, in the top line and second best in the second line and so on. And actually tried to balance out the lines as well, though, to make sure that every line had scoring defense. And just basically tried to not coach, but I guess just manage and arrange every team as well as I could. So I thought, like, for example, what I could do here when I'm playing a game is just kind of lay them out like this. And so here I have three forward lines and two defense pairs. And I distinguish the defense pairs from the forward lines with this blank. It's either a blank or a bench player, basically, turned over to the other side here in the middle. So I know that might be a little distracting, maybe looking at it on camera, but I think for playing anyway, for practical purposes, it works really well. And then I could take a pawn for the forward lines. I could have it outside, inside. I could have a second one. Let's see where my other blue one is here. And of course, where would I put that actually? Well, let's pretend that this blue die here is a pawn. So, you go back and forth between your defense pairs and your forward lines like that. And I could even do that with a couple of teams here. Just lay out a couple of teams here quickly and show. So we've got the Spokane Comets and the San Francisco Seals. And so I just thought a setup like this would work. Here, I've got the arranged goalie, and then top defense pair, second defense pair, and the top three forward lines probably. I think actually this would be line one here for San Francisco. Again, it doesn't really matter. But I think this is going to be quite a fun league. And again, I want to qualify this with, I'm not going to be doing this immediately, but I did get the cards all cut out, and so I guess that isn't quite as visible as I'd like it to be there on camera. Something like that. And so, I mean, the footprint's quite small. My hands are not very big. So you can see, like, it doesn't have to zigzag like this, but it's playable. And I just think this will work a lot better and more easily, for me anyway, if no one else, than using, I guess what am I trying to say here? The lineups, or the layout, like the 3-line sheet and the 4-line sheet, traditionally as they are, like what you get when you download the components for the game. So yeah, so there you have it. And at one time this held cotton swabs, I'm told. So, and I actually think I will have room to, and they look nice and colorful in there. I like that. But I think as well, I could store other things, other Paradise cards in there as well, maybe tuck them underneath. So yeah, there you have it. I just thought I thought I would share this idea here quickly, because I know when it comes to Paradise, I've heard that it's a good game and people like it, but when it comes to these little cards, they're just a little inconvenient. So, and I've talked before about making shootout-esque cards for Paradise. I think that's a little easier said than done, actually, if you want to play Paradise the way that Paradise is meant to be played, though that's something else that I'll probably try again someday. I wouldn't be too surprised if I did. But I think that, again, to play Paradise as Paradise is to be played, I think this would be really convenient. And since that's going to bother me now where I put those other pawns, but let's just pretend that, you could use anything for markers. So again, forward, defense, sorry about the, fingernails in a blackboard kind of sound there. But you get the idea. So go back and forth, defense pairs and forward lines. And and this for me too, because I have the goaltender in the same card as the team in their records showing. This will allow me, I think, for quick play as I'm playing the game, to distinguish. Same thing with the defense compared to the forwards. So Anyway, once again, yeah, that's just a quick idea that I had that I just wanted to share. And for me, it's back to catching up on more hockey. So that's it for me for the time being. Bye for now.